Hey, my name is Micki Angeles. I am the host of the Simply Put podcast.
I'm ready to hood up, and my name is Fred Niones, a.k.a. Angelo. And today we're discussing episode 13, season 3 of Arrow, Canaries, where we get the ending conclusion of Laurel's arc into becoming Black Canary, where she battles her inner demons when she encounters Count Vertigo. And we also get the reveal of Ollie's Arrow persona to Thea, and the change in dynamic in Team Arrow. And I just gotta say, man, this episode was so good. I love the growing tension that they're building throughout this season. And since Ollie's return, you could tell that the season's picking up where we're heading to, especially their eventual showdown with the League of Assassins. Oh, man, I can't wait, man.
And I'm so happy that the end of Laurel's arc, I guess, in this episode and season has pretty much come to a close. It was great to see Sarah, of course. I'm a big fan of her as being Black Canary. Never really liked Laurel, to be honest with you. Season 1 and half of season 2, she was tolerable, and then she just as soon as she became a crackhead, she became a whiny little bitch. We got to see Vertigo in this.
Oh man,
Count Vertigo again.
Peter Stockmere is the actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, phenomenal! I love that guy.
Great actor. We get to see Merlin.
Yep.
And his relationship with Thea kind of becomes stagnant after we find out Oliver reveals to Thea that he is the heir.
Well, it was on Merlin's urging for him to reveal the thing. What I found funny was how he just kept entering rooms and disappearing in like a timely fashion. It was like always on time. And I loved her reaction when Ollie finally told her that he was the Arrow.
I'm happy that we didn't have to go through this angsty phase. She straight up thanked him for the countless lives that he saved and understood that all these stupid, lame excuses that he couldn't make family functions or business functions was to save lives, and we nipped it in the butt. It could have been one of those dragged out little emotional roller coasters that we didn't need. Instead, the writers knew the things that the fans wanted, and they put it into fruition.
And how meta did this episode feel?
Well, if you want to go meta, I have to say,
especially with the Laurel storyline, it felt very meta.
This episode of the Arrow has a lot of ties with the Neil Gaiman. I'm not Neil Gaiman. Oh, you guys are gonna kill me. Neil Adams, the Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil storylines of Green Arrow, Green Lantern. The world traveling heroes. And the reason I say that is because we get to see Ollie visit different places. So that takes care of the world traveling heroes. The other part is the influence of drugs. It seems that everybody did drugs. Laurel is a drug addict. Thea's a drug addict. And Roy's a drug addict. Well, not by choice, but he's had instances with the Maracuru, and
even Ollie got drugged when he was in the island.
So we get an homage to that, and in the flashback where Amanda Waller says you're gonna find Thea in the back dead.
Oh man!
And then the next line was they're gonna see a syringe in her arm and the death of Speedy, and that was a perfect homage into that classic scene where Green Lantern shows Green Arrow his ward. Yeah. And it's Speedy shooting up heroin.
Damn, man. Oh, I remember that
storyline. So to me, that I'm a big fan of. What I'm not a big fan of is the continued misuse of my boy Diggle. This guy is a trained Osman, supposed to be on the field, yet he's with Felicity again, doing computer stuff, which we know that he does not have full knowledge of. And I think that the rumor of him being Green Lantern has to be true now, because he does not deserve this. He does not deserve this.
I totally agree with you, but he's like becoming the sage of the group. When I love that scene between him and Ollie.
But there's too many sages.
I know, but this one works because it helped Ollie realize that things have changed in the team.
They could have done it so much better.
I understand, but at least that's why he's there right now.
We barely got Felicity. We barely got lines from Felicity. But the line that she had about how things changed when he was gone was more impactful than Diggle in a freaking computer trying to help her out.
And she's really gotten angry since he's been back,
which is great because now it gives her a different character dynamic. One person who had a stagnant character dynamic is Chase, the DJ guy.
Oh yeah,
Who started speaking Middle Eastern. I'm not really sure. I don't want to guess what he's speaking. With Raj Al Ghul, he takes a knife.
And he's the only one to say his name right. Raish.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's his papa. His papa bear.
Oh, okay.
But he takes the pussy way out. He takes the cyanide. He kicked Thea's ass. He kicked Roy's ass, which is freaking hilarious. It took Merlin one arrow, and then didn't want to give him the satisfaction, so he took cyanide, killed himself, and
he was such a throwaway. I thought he was gonna
I wish they would have done this arc sooner, just for him.
Yeah, he went out like a G though, because
he did not go out of a G.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he went out like a G. Because he got to fuck the girl that he was supposed to kill. But he was like, right? And then instead of getting killed by Merlin, he goes like, I'm going to take the path you could never take. And he went out.
That one I can't take. I'm sorry.
I think he went out like
I'm not going like that. But Merlin is portrayed as a bad guy, which we wanted, which is, to me, very subtle, but important, because we do not like Merlin.
You know what?
We cannot feel sorry for Merlin. You know what? He's killed 513 people,
that's true,
including his son.
I agree with you, but to me, like right now, he feels like the puppet master. Right now, he's like aligning everyone in the perfect position. To finally strike.
I would agree with you in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
In this episode, the way the tone is shifting, it seems that, like I said, we're gonna get the world traveling heroes. We have Thea and Oliver going back to the island.
Yep, Purgatory.
We go back to Purgatory. They said that the way to defeat Ra's al Ghul is to face your fears, so he has nothing to use against you.
Exactly.
And that sets up the return.
Yep. And guess who's back? That's Deathstroke, baby. And
Anu Bennett.
And it's the perfect challenge for them as a brother and sister, because this is the man that killed their mom right in front of them. And that I can't wait to see that dynamic with Thea being able to fight. So that fight's gonna be pretty cool, and we're finally gonna see. The writers say that this is gonna be the last chapter between Deathstroke and Ali, in the sense that,
which is good in my opinion. Yeah,
they're saying that he's not gonna get killed off. Like we're gonna see him again. Yeah, that whole thing of the Revenge of Shadow's death, that arc is finally gonna close, and to finally see it in next week's episode. It's a perfect conclusion, because those two guys carried the first two seasons of Arrow, in my opinion.
I would agree. I think that Deathstroke's he's not ready to be played out, but I could see that if they continue with this path of always introducing him, he could be. But I'm glad that is coming to an end, and then Ali becomes the Green Arrow. I guess Thea is going to become Speedy.
Or Artemis, if you guys are Young Justice fans.
Or Artemis, yeah.
I have a theory on that.
Because, Artemis's father is Sportsmaster, who is a bad guy, and Thea's father is Merlin, who's a bad guy. So they have that paralleling parallelograms storylines, I guess.
And talk about parallels. I'm thinking if they do make Thea like Artemis or Speedy, I think since basically Arsenal is his Robin, I think Thea is gonna be Ollie's Jason Todd, and she's gonna eventually die, and then that that character arc is gonna be great.
Interesting. That's an interesting thought.
Because you already introduced Raish, and he had a big hand in that death also. Well, according to the movie.
Well, under the Red Hood, yeah. And closing out this episode, we have a flashback showing Oliver going back to Starling City,
which is apropos because they're going back to the island, and in the flashbacks they're going to the city. So we're still getting that island city dynamic that we've had in the first season.
I have no theories on this. And I'm very excited to see where they're going to take it.
We do have the return of Tommy too. He's going to be back.
What?
In the flashbacks.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, everybody's not dead. But anyways, so with Oliver going back to Starling City in the flashback, where do you think this is going? I don't know. You tell me. But if you want to tell me, find me on Instagram and on Facebook, I guess, if you want to find me there, but don't. Find me on Twitter instead, at McCertified.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _Fred_N.
And you know what? Why don't you find us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram at simplyputtalk. Find us on www.simplyputtalk.com. I might have threw an extra W there. And we'll go next time where we have episode 14, The Return.
Peace, guys.